Hey there, girlfriend. Ingafay here, your direct sales diva. And today I am going to share with you how to become an expert, the path from disaster to master. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and I will see you inside. Today, I wanted to talk to you about how to be an expert. This is episode 31 of I Did That and You Can Too. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my story. I have been building my direct sales business for about 17 years. I've had my ups and downs. I know I went about 10 years where I really didn't do much of anything with my business because initially I started my business because I wanted the discount. But then my husband got sick and I felt we needed some extra income. So I decided to pursue my direct sales business to supplement the household income. And when I did that, I really didn't have any idea how to do my business. So I sought out an expert, and it was someone that had been quite successful in my company. She was a millionaire and had earned several different cars. So I figured that if I was going to learn from somebody, I wanted to learn from somebody that had already been there and done it and could teach me how to do it too. And she was really gracious with me. She shared her systems and her scripts with me, and I basically did what she told me to do. And even while working as a full-time mechanical engineer at a chemical plant here locally, I was able to earn a car. And I knew that when I did that, that people would see that as a big accomplishment. One, because I was working when I did it. Two, because I'm sure you know, direct sales and network marketing somewhat get a bad name and they think people lose a lot of money on it. But it was my way of showing that if you did the work and you followed a system, that you could be successful. Over this past year, I have been taking a lot of courses because I want to be able to share that same type of system with others that are working to build their direct sales business or network marketing business. We have that freedom lifestyle that I absolutely love, and that's what really drew me to the opportunity in itself. And then be able to choose your girlfriends and who you work with. I just thought that was always such a phenomenal thing. Last week, I took this course about the 2 Comma Club, and it's by Russell Brunson. He's the guy that created ClickFunnels. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that or not. It's a software system that allows you to create funnels to get leads to sell pretty much anything. One of the things that I really learned last week that I wanted to share with you is the importance of being an expert and how you get that expert status, because the expert evolution has 2 stages. One is the growth stage, and then the other is the contribution stage. I'm still in the growth stage right now, where you have this big dream and you want to bring the big dream to fruition. So you try different things and you implement them and you see how they work. So I'll just give you the breakdown of what we learned last week. The dreamer starts with a spark, and that's definitely, I have that spark right now. So you go experiment with a lot of stuff, and then you identify the key thing that you want to focus your interest on. And then after you focus your interest on that particular thing, you engage really deeply in those things. And my thing right now is to help people build prosperous direct sales and network marketing businesses. So I've been pretty engaged over the past year on taking numerous courses from many of my mentors. Michelle Cunningham, I'm sure a lot of you know who she is. I have taken courses from John and Nadia Milton, Tanya Eliza, Justice Eagle, Ray Higdon, and I recently just subscribed to Russell Brunson's 2 Comma Club X I'm in, because I really want to do this thing big. And I realized I have to get the knowledge first, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a deep dive, just like this thing is saying, as far as I'm experimenting with a lot of things, which I have definitely done over this last year with us doing this new normal. I've had to experiment. I'm sure you have too, just to kind of figure this thing out, because this is not something we're used to, where this no face-to-face interaction has really just kind of turned my business upside down. But it's helped me to really kind of broaden my horizon and expand my territory, because now I'm talking to people not just in my local area, but across the United States, which has been phenomenal. I know I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday, and I was telling her that my last 5 recruits have not been where I live. I think I've only had 1 out of the last 5 that are not in my local area, which I just think is phenomenal. When before before, the majority of my recruits were coming from where I live because that's where I was doing my business. So it's definitely allowed me to expand my territory and to be able to interact with people in different parts of the country at the same time. I mean, I was never able to do that. When I had an appointment or a presentation to do, it was those people that were in front of me. And to me, it's just been so great to be able to expand and talk to folks that are not just in front of me, that could be all over the nation. But let me go over the steps again. So first phase of becoming an expert is the dreamer. You're going to start the spark. You're going to experiment with a lot of stuff. You're going to identify the thing that brings your spark to interest. You're going to engage deeply with those things, which I've thoroughly done with all of these courses that I've taken over this past year. You're going to engage in it and go from interest into fascination so you can go down the path to gain mastery, would be step number 4. So then when you have fascination plus mastery, is going to equal your passion. So you'll be very passionate about it. So that's the first step of becoming an expert, to be that dreamer. Then after you're a dreamer, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take on the identity of a reporter. So basically what this means is that you are going to test your system. So you have what's called a framework, and the framework encompasses 4 different parts. The first part of your framework would be your story, which is what I'm sharing with you right now. Then you have a strategy, and my strategy is the what. Then you have the tactics that you are going to implement, which is the how. And then you're going to have social proof. So during this time that you're being a reporter, you are coming up with the how. You are testing your how with people for what is free. So I have come up with a system to interact with new customers, and I made up my framework. I'm really excited about it over this last week as a result of going to the 2 Comma Club live event. So I have my how on how I'm doing it. And right now I feel like I'm in the reporter stage, still trying to make the necessary tweaks as I go along, and being able to at some point have the social proof of what I'm saying is legit. I'll be working with people and they'll be able to give testimonials on working with me and the benefits and the outcomes that they have seen as a result of my quote unquote system. It's been a journey. It has been. So that's the second level of growth. So you're the dreamer first, you have this big spark, then you become a reporter, you're testing out your system. And then after you test out your system, you can create a framework. That I have a framework right now, but I know that I'm going to be tweaking that framework over time as I continue to deal with more people. And then after you have that framework, then you are then transformed into a servant. So you're a dreamer first, you're then a reporter, you create the framework, and then after you create the framework, you become a servant and you share it with people continuously. And after you become that servant, then you're the expert / the guide to bless them with the contribution that you've just created through this framework. So I thought that was pretty exciting and wanted to share that with you. Just let you know that it's a process. It's not something that happens overnight. I've been in direct sales for 17 years now. I've earned 2 cars while being in the business over that period of time. So I know that there are people that are under me that don't know what I know, being able to earn a car, because they haven't done that yet. So I can provide value for them. But then I still want to go on to the next level and be able to be more of a blessing to others and add more value to their lives. As I continue to learn more, I can be more to others. So I wanted to share that so you could kind of think about what you are passionate about, what your spark is, so then you can decide what you really want to take a deep dive into, so you can have that fascination and your mastery putting together to equal that passion, and then go out and be that reporter so you can make the necessary tweak to your framework so you can go and serve and then be deemed the expert, because you are deemed the expert because of your results. Your results is what allows you to be that expert. That really resonated with me when I was going over the stuff this morning, that you are deemed the expert based on your results. So if you have the results that says that what I did works, then you're going to be considered the expert because you got the results to support that it does work, or you have the social proof that it does work. As always, I am going to continue to share with you what I'm learning during my journey to an expert. That's what I'm going to call it now. My journey to the 2 Comma Club. And if you don't know what that means, the 2 Comma Club is that you have earned $1 million using the ClickFunnels software. So I'm super excited about achieving that goal. And every step of the way, I will definitely share share my key learnings and what I did and how I did that so you can do it too. I hope you found value in what I shared with you today. Be sure to comment below and share any upgrades you would like me to make or any topics you would like me to discuss in the future. Be sure to share this with all of your direct sales girlfriends and like the page. And most definitely, if you would like any help with your direct sales business, let's set up a discovery call so I can see how I can help you hustle, grow, and excel. Go to my website, ingafay.com, and just click on the discovery call tab and we can set something up. As always, thanks for watching and bye for now.